Okay, so I just picked up the EV70s, and between you and me, they've been causing some problems at the house.
So you're happy with everything, right? Like, you're not looking for new speakers, are you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are you looking at, Aaron?
Oh my God. What are you doing here?
Just checking in. Looks like you're buying some new speakers, huh?
What? No, I'm just getting, batteries for my mics. I'll see you later.
Oh, I'll be seeing your ass later.
Like the way your hands feel on my body.
Stop it. This is a delicate situation we're dealing with.
Interrupting something?
This isn't what it looks like.
Oh, what it looks like to me is that you got your hands all over that whore!
I've already done individual videos on the EV70 and the Evox 12, so watch those in the description first if you want to watch videos about the specs and all that. This one, I want to do more of a comparison. Let's put them against each other. Let's get right into the pros and cons. We're going to start with the pros on the Evox 12, and the first thing I have to highlight is the 15-inch sub. Obviously, the advantage of going 15-inch, you are going to get lots and lots more headroom than you would if you had a 12-inch column. And the other thing that I like about this is the different handles and ways that you can pick it up. And you can pick it up because it is relatively light, under 60 pounds. The other bonus here is no other column does this. You've got your wheel system built into the sub. So wheels on the bottom, and then this pops up and down, making it easy to move around the gig. Now, this feature right here might be the bread and butter that is what I believe going to make most of you choose this one over that one, and that is the fact that the top on the RCF swivels. That, I think, is one of the things what I know is one of your guys' favorite features. It's one of mine. I use that almost every time I have to take the Evox out. Another big pro on the Evox 12 is that it comes in white or black. Let's talk about the cons. I think that one of the major cons you got to consider when you're picking up an Evox 12 is that it might get delivered with some chips or cracks or dents. And that is a thing that RCF has already acknowledged. They know it's a problem. They're trying to fix it. But just keep in mind, if you pick up one of these systems, it might get sent to you damaged. Now, here's the good news. If it does happen, they are very, very fast to remedy it for you. So don't worry about that. If it comes beat up, they'll get you another one. Another con for me is I feel like at loud volumes, this system can feel very harsh on the ears, especially if you get close to it. It's one of the things that I notice about RCF. Every RCF system I've owned, you really can't get close to it at loud volumes. It's just too harsh. I noticed that on the NLX 14 as well, which is why it's not one I have no interest in picking up that system. So yes, there's some EQing you can do, but I think even with that, at loud volumes, this system sounds pretty harsh. The last con on the Evox 12, I feel like, and this can be taken either way as well, there's no bells and whistles. You don't got a built-in mixer in the back. There's no Bluetooth. This is, like I've said before, a 1968 Mustang, right? It's just the engine. It purrs, it runs, it works. It's a total workhorse. You can push it to the limit and it will survive for you. So if you're somebody that's looking for mixers and Bluetooth and cardioid and all sorts of different features, well, this isn't going to do it for you. Setting up an Evox 12 is very simple. Simply attach the pulse system to the sub and then take your top, put it on top, right into there, and then you take your cable right here that it comes with, connect it in the back, take the remaining cables and snap them into the cable management, and you're done. It's easy. This right here is how much room the Evox 12 takes in my Nissan Pathfinder, which is, I would say, an above average size SUV. With the whole system in there, I still have lots of room behind the system and lots of room on the side if I want to as well. What I typically do is put the subs like that, but then the tops, I'll put those right there in between my seat and these seats. There's a section there, so those two will lay right there, and then giving you even more room. But talk about like even room on the top, there's still room on the top there for space. So Evox 12 does not take much room up in the car. The bags of the RCF Evox 12 are another win. They did these things right with Velcro openings for all of the handles. You can access those. It slips off really, really easy. And then also they made a spot here that you can access that. In the back, you can see they even cut out little notches for the wheels here. This right here is usually where my foot goes when I tilt it back. And the bottom of the bag does drag a little bit on the ground when you have it tilted back. Not a problem, but those look good. The top bag, also very well done. Nice, solid, big, thick zippers. Your top slides in right there. And then they've got an open pocket here where the pole will fit and your cable. You can fit both the power and the connecting cable in there, and that all zips up real nice and clean. They did that really well. Now let's go through my pros, things I like about the EV70. First, just like the Evox 12, we got a 15-inch sub, which guarantees you are just gonna have insane headroom, especially for most of the venues that at least I play in. I've never felt the need of anything bigger than a 15. It's light and it's still wood. And I don't know if I mentioned that about the Evox 12, but both wood cabinets with some plastic around it. But the plastic on it makes it super light to move around. Let's lift these things up. Let's start with the Evox 12. I'm gonna do 2 lift tests, one on the top handle and on the side, and give it a lift. Okay, drop it down. Now let's just do it from the side handles. And knees, people, knees. Oh, okay. All right. And then the last test is just one handle up. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly go over here and do this one, like that. Okay, let's do it from the sides. And then do one of these. Okay. Just by doing that little of a bullshit kind of a test. What's interesting is when you lift the Evox, I feel like the weight is not distributed as well as it is over here. They're very close when I lifted it up. It's a little lighter to do that than to do that, yeah. So the Evolve is lighter going from this handle, but because this one's a little thinner, it is a little bit easier to get under it and push up. As you tell, I'm out of breath. That's on me, but I would say they're very comparable in weight there. Maybe the edge goes to Evolve, but just a little bit lighter. It sets up just so easy. You just set down the sub, put down the pole, and attach, and it's ready to go. Plug it in. Literally under a minute to get this thing all set up. We got a built-in mixer on the back with 2 channels here, combo jacks, and 3 and 4 are your line ins, which is what I'm gonna be plugging my controller into. So this is coming out of my mixer board straight into here, and that'll be on both sides. You got RC underneath as well. Lots of different options you can do from the color screen of the menu. And that's gonna lead us into another thing that I love about this system, and that is the app. The built-in app is another thing that sets the Evolve 70 apart from some of the other speakers I have, especially the Evox 12. You can set up as many as you want here. So I've got both of them. This is the other one I have, so I have 2. So both of those are available, and then you can go through and fully mute the channel. You can go into your mixer, and here you have all of your individual channels that you can then go through and decide what you want to do with it, whether you want to add some compression. You can affect, here are your 3 bands EQs up here, your ducker. It also has phantom power. As you can see, you can turn that on or off if you need to hook up any condenser mics. Down here at the bottom, this is where you can configure your sub to normal or cardioid, and your sub out your delay if you want to give it some distance. And then here's some of those presets. You got music, live, speech, and club. Right now I have it set to club. This is my last statement that I have to say about the EV70, and it is a very subjective and potentially controversial statement, but I'm going to say it here because I'm just keeping it real, guys. The Evolve 70, in my opinion, is the best sounding column I have ever heard. And if you're on the channel, you know I've either heard or owned almost all of them, so I don't take that statement lightly. I heard Cleveland Terry say something that I totally agreed with. He said that the first time he heard these, he had this expectation of listening to a column, but then when these turned on, it sort of blew that out of the water. All the 12-inch ones that I've heard in the past, even the ones that are 15-inch, the Maui 44s, even the Evox 12, I have to say, and I have to tell you that these literally blew my mind when I heard them. I couldn't believe the sound coming out of them, but that is just my opinion. So what are some things that I don't like about this system? Well, one of the disadvantages is that you can't turn the top, unlike the Evox 12. So wherever it goes, that's where it goes. Now you do have a dispersion rate, which I believe it goes 120. So you are getting a wide dispersion, right? But it's not the same as pointing it directly at it. So, that is a con that I know that being at certain gigs, it is really nice having that ability to do that. It's big. It is, guys. It's big. It's a big system, especially the top. When you see the top for the first time, especially compared to the EV50, I mean, it is a massive, massive top. It's way bigger than the other one. As you can see, it's way bigger than even the Evox 12. So it is a big piece. But again, why is it big? It's big so you get that big sound. So if you want something smaller, well, this isn't going to do it for you. That's really all I have right now because I haven't actually gigged with them yet. So there's going to be more videos coming out on the EV70. I promise you. I've got these. These are going to be in heavy rotation. If you have owned EV in the past, then the bags are no surprise. These are exactly what the 50s look like, except for way bigger. Your pole attachment goes right there, and the top goes right there, and then it just zips up. Now, right here, I still have, these are a prototype bag. So I'm being told that these might not be the exact ones that come out, but as of right now, this is a prototype. And I will say that the one thing that is wrong is that there's no hole here for the top handle. And I'm sure that's going to be something that gets fixed. But as of right now, you can see that there's no handle for the top. And I'm hoping that the newer version of the bag will include that. I still seriously can't believe how light this sub is. I'm going to pick up EV right here, as you can see, holding it on either side. Not a problem. I'm going to put it in the car like this, slide it to the back. Let's get the other one, even lighter. Just going to put the bag in just to show how much space that it takes up in your car. Here we got our first top. Now we have the EV system fully in the back of my car. As you can see, it's still, just like the Evox, doesn't take up the whole car. I got plenty of space over here, lots of room in the front of my car here. And what's really important to me is that I have my rearview mirror is open so I can see behind me. That's super important to me. And that's how much space the subs take in my Nissan Pathfinder. One other thing I want to compare while I got these out is just the size of the subs side by side right next to each other. And all right, I'm using my eyes here, and it looks like the EV is a little bit taller than the Evox. They're about the same width is what I would say. And let's go look like this. They are very similar that way as well. Gonna do a mic check test where I'm gonna play some music and then talk over the music with the microphone on. Because for some reason, this is something you guys do. I don't do this, okay? When I have music on, I pull the volume down on the music and then I talk. Am I crazy? I must be not normal, but that's how I do it. Anyways, let's do this. Check, check, check. There is the mic check test, and we're gonna play a song. Okay, good evening, everybody. I got an announcement to make that for some reason I'm making over the music. Because, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to work my equipment correctly. But let me turn the music up and I'm gonna talk through it. Here's me talking over Sabrina Carpenter. Talking over the music. Talking over the music because I don't know how to DJ. Hey, this is when you talk during the outro. All right, you dumbasses, you happy? It's time for the sound check in the garage. I'll play a couple of songs. I'll play the same one for each one. Don't worry. Don't worry. So get your finger off the keyboard. We'll do it right. Let you hear it. First up, we got the EV70.
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy
Okay.
If you're listening, whoa. But it's cool for now. Far from perfect for each other, but we're working it out, I suppose. But I'm here for someone else. When she finally walks into the rain to go.
Oh my God. I need to put earplugs in. Let's do the Evox now.
She was running late for dinner outside town. Left here for someone else. When she finally walks into
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! Damn! Both those sound so good, guys. Look. Let's just take a break for a second and talk about what I feel like is the obvious thing, and that's whichever one you pick, this one or that one, you win. You win. Line them up. I try to cover the topics, the pros everyone loves about the Evox 12, the things that everyone's excited about the EV70. There's both. Then there's the downside. Things that we don't like about this one, things we don't like about this one. Whichever one you pick, you're gonna win. You put it in at a venue, it's gonna sound great. Is it gonna fill the whole room? No, but I don't want to do that for me personally. I want the dance to feel the music, the dance floor, those people that are there. Everybody in the back, I want them chatting, drinking, having a good time, playing Jenga, whatever the hell they're doing back there. I don't want them being back there like, what? And coming up, complaining to the couple, tell the DJ to turn. Now I gotta turn it down because those people who aren't dancing aren't having a good time. So if you keep the center of the dance floor and the dance floor popping there and it dissipates to the back, you'll make everyone happy. That's just what I think. I think I'm right. Anyways, leave me in the comments what you think. Did I miss anything? Did I change your mind? Did I emphasize what you're already excited about either one of these systems? So let me know what you think. See you at the next one.